Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 12th of February 2020. Yes, we have a number of very interesting news, and we start off with two very expensive bottlings. They are from Glenfiddich and they are 44 years old, and they're only 100 bottles for each of the casks being filled. The bad news is they're only being sold within the United States. So if you're not from the United States, you can buy some if you travel there, but it's going to be a trouble to get them out of the country, because it's kind of, I think you have to pay taxes if you leave with that, or import taxes to your country. The other thing is, it's $9,000, so it's not for most of us, because it's a very expensive whiskey. Then next up we have another two whiskies from Rosebank. And Rosebank, if you've followed the channel, is a closed distillery that's going to be reopened. And now they have two bottlings of about 250-260 bottles each of the year the distillery was closed. That is 1993. And now the distillery wants to open in the year 2021, and we're hopeful that they are on the way for in-time opening. Then we go over to Ireland. Jameson brings out a new St. Patrick's Day label, and that is a cooperation with a famous Irish designer, or Dublin designer, Stephen Heffernan. And there is actually a competition where you can design your own label for the Jameson and send it in. And if you have one of the best labels, you will get one of these personalized labels for yourself. Then we have a Kilbeggan single pot still. That's a very rare bottling, because it's one of the first, I think it's the second limited edition that has been produced in the Kilbeggan distillery, and that is solely in the Kilbeggan distillery. So it's not a mixture between distilleries, so it's a single pot still that comes only from Kilbeggan. Unfortunately, it's only going to be released in the United States, but what is very interesting is it's a single pot still, not a single malt. So you have malted barley, and you also have a bit of oat in it. So very interesting. Probably I'm not going to get my hands on it, but I'm very hopeful that there are going to be more whiskies that are going to be released from Kilbeggan soon, so that hopefully one of these whiskies will end up on my cask as well. Then we have, as every week, another distillery is being opened or planned. This time one is being planned in Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, it's kind of a city with a lot of distilleries now, and near the distillery district, they do have a distillery district, there is an area with 35,000 square meters. I don't know how much foot that is, but it's quite a huge area where the new distillery is going to be built, and it's going to be built with $5.4 million US. So it's not going to be a small distillery. And next up, I have something that I'm really not that experienced to talk about. It's the NFL star Terry Bradshaw. Probably all of you American guys out there know what I'm talking about. I really don't know this guy, but he is a very famous NFL player, or used to be one. He's now an ex-football star, and he is bringing out his own bourbon. And that bourbon is going to have 51.9% ABV, and that is an homage to his rate of success. I think it's about catching or throwing. I'm not quite sure if he's a runner or a quarterback or something like that, but it's an homage to what he has achieved. And I've heard that 51.9 is quite a remarkable number for a player like this. So if you like that guy, then have a look around. I'm sure it will probably only be released within the United States, maybe a bit of Canada. So yeah, have a look for that. And last up, we have a little news that we're gonna have a new live tasting. It's gonna be an expert live tasting, or an advanced live tasting, on the 28th of February, so it's coming up in a few weeks on 8:30 p.m. Central European Standard Time. If you'd like to know more about that, if you like these live tastings, go to whisky.com/live, and there's a YouTube video hosted there. Click on it and you will find out when that video is gonna be at your time zone. And there's also already said which whiskies we're gonna try, so maybe you can get your hands on these whiskies. Then it's always much more fun to watch these live videos if you try them while we try them together. So yeah, thank you very much for your attention and see you next week.